right, it's that time of year. 2024 is over, 2025 is beginning. And if you haven't already, you've got to make a plan, because like they always say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And time is just passing you by. Especially as you get older, you notice that every year goes by so much quicker than the last. And it gets a bit scary because you're going, holy smokes, I can't believe how fast this year went by. And then all of a sudden you look at where you're at and you go, that was 10 years ago that happened? Or you hear about something, you go, holy smokes. And that's the easiest way to just have life pass you by. And time's our biggest commodity, because that's how they punish people in prison, is they take their time away. Time is all we have. And it can fly by in 2 seconds if you're not careful. So 2025 is the year to plan what you're doing with your life. Finally. And this is even for me as well. Like, I'm almost making this video just talking to myself that, like, I've got to make a plan, and I'm got to continue and be consistent with my plan. And I'm trying to focus on, like, my physical health, mental health, emotional intelligence, just becoming more self-aware of the things I'm saying, the things I'm watching, what I'm doing. And if I start focusing on negative things and my mindset starts to shift, that I've got to snap out of that, because I've realized that we're in full control of what our path, where we're going, how we handle things, what our reaction to things are. And you've got to have a solid plan. So whatever you're doing right now, get a piece of paper and a pen and write down 5 things that you want to do this year, whatever it is. With those 5 things, how are you going to make those things happen? Because there's so often that we want to do X, Y, and Z, and then we leave that list alone and never touch it again, never look at it. And then all of a sudden, here you are again, back at the end of the year, and wondering what you're going to do differently this next year, or if this next year going to be better for you. Well, it's not going to be any better if you don't do anything about it. So you've got to get on it, and you've got to do something. You've got to plan something. Even financial discipline, being more intentional with your money and how you're saving for your future. What are your long-term goals financially? Like, everybody seems to want to be a millionaire and retire, but nobody's putting in that mindset or that effort to build that. And another thing is to plan to break bad habits. And what are you going to do when those bad habits start coming back again? You start getting lazy again or whatever. What are you going to do? Are you going to force yourself to go work out? Are you going to watch something different? Are you going to go for a walk? Are you going to reach out to some friends? How are you going to break those habits? Are you going to talk to somebody? Are you going to go to therapy? Because God knows there's a lot of you that need therapy. Are you going to reduce the amount of social media that you're taking in? You got to think about these things. You got to plan. So anyways, just to recap, those are the few things that, at least for me, that I'm planning on doing, is prioritizing my physical health, my mental health, plan to break bad habits, financial discipline, just taking control of my life and just making 2025 actually count for something and be a pivotal year in my life. And you can too. You just have to be consistent and be honest with yourself. Don't let this year pass you by. Thanks for watching, guys.